evening, everyone. When the ACLU was formed in 1920 as a response, in part, to the Balmer raids, the Supreme Court had yet to uphold a single free speech claim. Think about that. It was a time when anti-war activists were languished in jail for speaking out. Public schools were segregated by law, and women were denied the right to vote. But it wasn't long before the ACLU was up and running, fighting for our rights and for the freedom of expression. Nearly 100 years later, they continue to lead the charge. Allow me to share just a few examples of how 2 million members, activists, and supporters of the ACLU continue to fight with us and for us. When a young woman working at a summer youth camp showed a red flag, a symbol of her political convictions, she was arrested. A California law had made its display illegal in an effort to suppress unpopular political dissent. The ACLU defended the woman, leading to a landmark Supreme Court decision in 1931 affirming freedom of expression. And when New York Police Department was engaged in an unprecedented mass surveillance targeting Arab American Muslims in greater New York City just because they had determined their mere faith was grounds for police monitoring, the ACLU was among the groups that led the legal fight. And in doing so, produced important reforms that will help protect all New Yorkers from unlawful police spying. And when a teacher's sense of justice, rooted in her Mennonite faith, led her to boycott as a protest of Israel's occupation of Palestinian lands, she was prevented from teaching. And that's because a Kansas state law required that she would certify not to boycott Israel, something that she could not, in good conscience, agree to. She said, "You don't have to share my beliefs or agree with my decisions in order to understand how this law violates my free speech rights. The ACLU agrees and is fighting for her, and has since sued to challenge a similar law in Arizona. So whether it's a student's right to speak freely in the classroom, an individual's right to privacy, or a citizen's right to vote without interference, the ACLU had tirelessly worked to ensure that this nation lives up to its ideals of liberty, freedom, and equality for all. As the country faces new challenges, the ACLU continues to be a beacon of hope for many, signifying what is possible. Gibran wrote, "Life without liberty is like a body without spirit." As a plaintiff in the ACLU's case challenging the Muslim and refugee ban, I, like some of you, know the pain of having your liberty denied. And I know firsthand how vital the ACLU is, not just for America, but for the cause of justice and for our very spirit. To accept the Khalil Gibran Spirit of Humanity Award for Institutional Excellence on behalf of the American Civil Liberties Union, please welcome ACLU Executive Director Anthony Romero.